Dr. Srikanth Kondapalli is a professor in Chinese studies at the Jawaharlal Nehru University. He is now joining us live on this broadcast from New Delhi. Professor, welcome to the program. How do you think India will react to this proposal by Lavrov?
Well, I think the Indian side had committed for the Russia-India-China trilateral dialogue since Russian Premier Primakov mentioned about the multipolarity in December 1998. Since then, India has been attending the Russia-India-China trilateral meetings. Of course, there is some discontinuation of these dialogues, the strategic dialogue between Russia, India, and China for various reasons. But Russia, India, China kind of dialogues on multipolarity, energy security, counter-terrorism, bilateral and other interactions at the economic and technological level, arms transfer from Russia to China and India. These subjects have now been dispersed into the BRICS, SEO, and other formats. So the RIC has lost its sheen because the three countries have extended the RIC format to the BRICS, with the Brazilians and South Africans joining. And then now it is further expanded by 5 more members. Also, the SEO agenda, Shanghai Cooperation Organization, had taken up some of these issues of the RIC. So RIC in a way had diversified to become the BRICS and also the SEO. So India has been committed to these processes. So India does welcome Mr. Lavrov's suggestion. However, we have seen India-China relations not really normalizing after the Galwan conflict and after China backed the Pakistani terrorists and also the military support to Pakistan in the recent Operation Sindoor. So this suggests that one of the angles of the triangle has not been really functioning well. And Russia wants to see India-China normalization. And soon after Galwan, China tried to cobble up the Chinese and Indians. However, the bilateral differences between China and India are more compared to what the Russians could push for. On the other hand,
Professor, let me ask you this. Professor, let me ask you this. Yeah. Now that this has been, included in the BRICS and also these groupings that are happening in South Asia, how significant is this trialogue and who benefits more from it, if at all the three countries agree to revive it? Very briefly.
Well, actually, when the whole movement began, it was against the unipolar movement of the United States. And so the three benefited at that point of time. However, today, Russia-US relations are not going well, as President Trump and President Putin recently had a phone call, which was almost a disaster, which means that Russia wants to have a cushion and wants the RIC to be revived. So Russia wants to kind of bring together the format. On the other hand, India and US relations are also not very good after the India-Pakistan conflict, where President Trump claimed the mediation efforts between the two sides and also brought in hyphenation between India and Pakistan and raised the Kashmir issue. So even in India, there is a feeling that we need to revive the Russia-India-China triangle. However, China-India is not really working well. And hence, the RIC will be a big issue in the coming future between India and China.
Professor, we'll have to leave it there. Thank you very much for talking to us today.